My grandparents had heart disease. My grandfather, my grandmother, both on my mother's side. My parents both have high blood pressure, but that's being managed, obviously. So it's definitely in the family. I actually have heart disease. I've had high blood pressure for 5-6 years, and it's been treated with medication. Recently, this last summer, I had switched doctors, and she was changing some blood pressure medicine around, and I was on a diuretic actually to help get rid of fluid, which brings blood pressure down. And so she changed me, she took me off of that. We went on vacation over a weekend, and I started retaining a lot of fluid in my legs and couldn't breathe, real well. And so we came home, went to the ER, and they did some testing and noticed that I was, retaining a little bit of fluid in my lungs, and tested for they do a test for heart failure, and I was just slightly elevated with that test. And so that, of course, then prompted a lot of other cardiac tests. Had echocardiogram and a Holter monitor, and they had thought that I might have what's called pulmonary hypertension, which is a very scary disease. It's high blood pressure in the pulmonary arteries. And so they decided to send me down to St. Luke's in Milwaukee, have a right and a left-sided heart catheterization. Had that done, and thank God I didn't have the pulmonary hypertension. But they did find that I have diastolic dysfunction, which is also known as diastolic heart failure. So that, of course, prompted a lot of lifestyle changes. When I first found out that I had this diastolic dysfunction, it was very scary. And immediately you run to the internet and you do research, and what's on the internet is pretty much doom and gloom. They don't say a lot of good things about it. And so it was very, very scary. I went through a good month of really being depressed about it and upset and thinking, I've got 2 girls that are 9 and 11, and I'm not gonna live to my full life expectancy, and what if I die sooner? And just all these horrible things, ran into my mind. But then I did more research on it, talked to my doctors, my family, my friends, coworkers at work, and everybody prayed a lot for me. And through, I think, all the education, the research, everybody praying for me and helping me along through it, I've learned a lot more about it. That if you manage it well, you can live a long time with it. So that's what I'm doing. Rather than picking the greasy fried foods, it's lean meats and salads and vegetables and more fruit. Exercise, I've really pumped up the exercise. Before I didn't do a whole lot, and now I started out slow, maybe 15-20 minute walks, went to 30 minutes. Now I'm doing 45-minute power walks, and so that's really made a big difference. And also trying to educate my family a little bit on eating healthier and just trying to adopt a healthier lifestyle. I always knew about the American Heart Association, didn't do a whole lot with it, didn't donate a whole lot, but when it affects you personally, it really makes you think twice and about the money that's needed for research and how to educate people about it. So it's almost like therapy for me to become active in this good cause. I'm Dana, and I go red for my family. Uncover the truth about heart disease and make ending it a reality.